Twitch, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and we are in with a Svea guide. Now, I just want to clarify, this is how I play my Svea. Your build could differentiate. Some people run even outnumbered on Svea, but this is how I play the ship. I don't even play that ship that often, but just letting you know, this is my build. I went for full radar duration, pretty much. We have the radar mod as well on it. So what makes Svea so special? Basically, multiple things. You're a super light cruiser, but you don't have super light armor. You have a 25mm bow. In the middle, I'm not sure right now, and in the back you have 25 as well, which means you're not like Minotaur, for example, or Minotaur or Colbert, where you can get overmatched to the front by certain heavy cruiser guns already. So you can bow tank up to 357s. Which is very handy against cruisers that forget. For example, you can bow tank a Stalingrad, which comes in very handy because they tend to forget that and shoot AP at your bow. Now, the ship is fairly fast. We go 35 knots. You have a speed boost that's short, but increases your speed by 30%. And we have very good concealment with 9.3. We also have a radar, which is going 9 km, so you pretty much have radar to concealment ratio with like 300 meters exception. You have British smoke screens. You have heals. And you have one torpedo launcher with 13.5 km range and 10,000 damage. So these are like lesser range Holland torpedoes pretty much. They're very fast, but they don't do that much damage. Now, what makes this thing so special is, not only has it the short duration smoke screens, it also has short duration radars. These radars, you would probably know them from Gdansk, for example, have not the longest time. In fact, this one goes up to 20 seconds, which is actually pretty decent. But it has only a short cooldown time of 52 seconds. That means you can radar back to back. That means you radar somebody, he might go out of your radar range, survives barely, comes back in, and by the time he comes back in, he's radared again. Which makes this thing very atrocious for DDs to fight against. The guns are Ragnar guns. You have... How many do you have actually? 4 in the back and 3 in the front. So you have pretty much a 7 gun Ragnar layout. These are 152s of the Ragnar. Fairly decent to aim, good accuracy. And yeah, the smoke screens allow you pretty much, if you're in a defensive position, to kite BBs and farm them down with fires. It's crazy. Or again, to commit to a cap and destroy the enemy DDs rather easily. As you can see, since these are Ragnar guns, they're fairly easy to aim. The dispersion is really good on these guns as well. And we can just start working on the BBs here. You also have more than enough pen to sit at the light cruisers, which is very, very nice. But for BBs, you will mainly stick to the HE. Now, one thing is worth mentioning though is, if somebody catches your broadside, you can explode instantly though. Just because you have pretty decent bow armor, it doesn't mean your citadel is very much protected, and you should be well aware of that fact. I tend to play the Svea more defensive than aggressive, at least at the beginning of the game. Here we're just gonna try to get permafire now on the Bismarck running. We also know the enemy DD is somewhere down here because we're not spotted while shooting. We're gonna smoke up here.
Smoke generator activated.
I'm pretty sure we were spotted by the Soyuz.
Smoke screen set.
What's gonna put something here?
Torpedoes to port.
We have a submarine here. Oh, you have also air SW, which is very nice.
Torpedoes to port.
Let's see if the submarine is in range. Perfect, he is. And we should get 2 airstrike hits on the submarine here. Very, very nice.
Torpedoes to port.
Direct hit on the submarine, another splash damage. That was quite some good damage on the submarine. Very nice. Gonna use my speed boost here real quick
Torpedoes to port.
to brake faster.
Torpedoes direct front.
And the enemy submarine is dead. Very, very nice. Good radar on the submarine. That means the cap is free now. The enemy team has no radar ship It has Tsunano as a CV, but no radar ship, so I'm just gonna go into A now, park here, smoke up, and farm again. Always adjust your playstyle. You should never go into the cap, obviously, if there's a radar ship nearby. But right now the cap is empty, and we can just go in here, and nobody's interested in our team to cap anyway. Which we should, because while we have the kill lead, the enemy team has 2 caps ticking for them the whole time. So in this scenario here right now, what you want to do is you want to go into the cap. Oh, AA range is also worth mentioning. AA range is at 6.9 and the smoke firing penalty is at 5.7, which is a very good smoke firing penalty actually.
Smoke generator.
Gonna smoke up here. The guns also have 30 mil pen, which is very, very nice against cruisers. That means even if they're angled, most heavy cruisers, you will get full pen damage across all the ship.
Smoke screen set.
Trying to get DCP on the Bismarck here. So he might eat the torps and flood. Bismarck DCP'd. I'm gonna stop firing here. The smoke screen is ready soon again. There's the perma fire on the Bismarck. Showing full broadside. We're gonna go with AP. And finish him off now. Again, the AP is pretty decent as well, as you will see now. And now the cool thing about having the British smoke screens, we smoke up again instantly. So this use is gonna be like, bro. Oh, we smoked up maybe a tiny bit too late. Yeah, there's a little punishment.
Smoke screen set.
But look at the damage, guys. And this is why Svea is so nice. You have nice AP, you have decent HE. The dispersion is super. The guns are super easy to lead thanks to having these fast shells. And now we're gonna rotate to B. No point in chasing the kiting force. Look at the minimap, what's more urgent. We go to B cap now. This smoke screen, yeah, this speed boost you can either use, for example, if you need to dodge last minute torpedoes, or if you're kiting away and it's getting kind of troublesome because they're pushing into you, you can use the smoke screen to rather disengage fast. Because it will give you, again, around 12 knots of extra speed, so you should be around 46-ish knots when driving away. What I would recommend you is, if you have the possibility, try to save on the smokes and use, for example, terrain. In case of here, for example, we could... I mean, they don't really have crossfiring potential, so we could in general just open up on that Goliath like this. But generally try to use the terrain to save on the smoke screen, so you have more of them in the late game as well. Okay, I'm just gonna try to force a DCP on him right now. We can pen him everywhere pretty much, besides the Citadel belt with the HE. And now we can use, since we have only 15 km range, the Utrecht is not gonna see me.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
And we can flee farm the Goliath right now.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Would be cool if I don't break torpedo tubes, but actually get a fire though. There we go.
Torpedoes direct front.
He DCP'd. Yeah, he DCP'd the thing is.
Direct front.
DCP'd the torpedo tubes.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes direct front.
Is in here, sorry. Good, Goliath is nearly dead. We can't really rush the Johan. We need to watch out. Johan actually has Hydro. That's something we need to keep aware of. Gonna help against the Shinano here. Hopefully we can make the Yoan commit here. I mean, okay, never mind. Carleon is pretty much dead. Yeah, he's gonna get killed by Richthofen here. Does he have Hydra ready though? No. Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. Now we're just gonna cap B. B is empty. And we're slowly gonna move over to C cap as well. Once we have B, we're gonna rush down that Hindenburg. At least that's the plan for now. Halford is a bit annoying with his little flame swam here. But there's nothing that can crossfire me. We're safe from Utrecht and Shinano.
Smoke generator activated.
Oh, Shinano torpedo planes. Saw them a bit too late.
Torpedoes direct front. Engine boost activated.
We're gonna eat one. Yeah, we're gonna eat one.
We're filling up fast. Smoke screen set.
I would have loved to have a spot on the Hindenburg. I thought it would be detected. We're gonna go a bit forward here. We shouldn't eat any corpse here. Yeah. There we go. There's the Hindenburg now. I thought it fell short, by the way. The W. I want to keep firing here. I want to see if the Halford is in the north. The Halford is not in the north. Good to know. And well, Hindenburg is now just gonna get farmed down.
Torpedoes direct front.
These are Halford torpedoes. The Halford is still somewhere near the Hindenburg because we're not detected the whole time.
Smoke generator.
We're gonna smoke up again. Oh, there he is. Okay. Poor Hindenburg, man.
Smoke screen set.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I'll see that the plane launch was pretty close to Hindenburg. Oh, never mind. There he is. He's gonna go forward again. Got a nice hit on the Halford. Gonna finish off the Utrecht as well. And that's pretty much how you Svea. Gonna radar quick finish him off now. And he dead. Wait, he lives? Come on. 440 with an HE pen, that was kind of sad. Now let me finish the Utrecht as well. And we did a pretty good job. We got one solo cut, we got one assisted cap, we got 3 kills. Also some decent spotting damage. Result is okay. As you can see with you have so many smoke screens you can play around, and if you don't need to, you can use the terrain to save on them, and then you get through the whole game pretty much with the smokes and radars. And you just, yeah, it's a really toxic ship to fight against because there's so many ways of disengaging, which makes it great. But you gotta watch out. Like in this game, for example, once we killed the BB threats, I knew there was only an Utrecht in my side, so I wasn't really ever afraid of being crossfired anymore. So that was pretty nice. We ended up with 2.5k base. Got some damage on the Hindenburg, some on the Utrecht, some on the Halford. Goliath we half HP'd. Soyuz we got quite some damage. Bismarck also a bit. The submarine we half HP'd. And we did some damage on the other Bismarck here and a bit on Amalfi. We also got some spotting damage. Overall, it's a very strong ship. It can be, most people kind of pepega in it and die early on, to our luck. But it can be very frustrating if people know how to utilize the smoke screens and radars very good. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that is Svea for you.